The only thing that can keep me sane right now is thinking, it's only game one, right? I made that video a few days ago saying I'm ready to get hurt again, right? I was saying it right out of the gate, deep breaths, all that nonsense. You lose game one 7-3 to the Tampa Bay Lightning. And we're here again. That was awful. In just about every aspect. What did I say in that video? Discipline. You cannot allow the Tampa Bay Lightning to go on 1 million power plays. How many did they have today? 8. They were 4 for 8. You can't let the Lightning get 1 million power plays. Samsonov was not great early on. The team stunk early on. And hell, at the end of the first period, the Leafs were down 2-0 in penalties. So they had 2 power plays. We didn't have any to that point. And you're down 3-0 after the first period. Now, shout out to my guy Omar on Twitter. Again, don't follow the guy. I don't even know if he knows who I am. But either way, dude posts his highlight clips of literally everything. Penalties, plays, big saves, goals, all that stuff. So I'm going to use that stuff here to break down just about everything. The goals to the penalties, all that stuff. And I'm going to do my very best to be the non-biased Leaf fan here. I'm going to try to be a strictly hockey fan here, all right? Let's talk about it. First period, the first goal of the game. A horrendous turnover from Zach Aston-Reese coming out of his own end. Tries a little backhand flip. Can't get it to Lafferty's. Turned around by Corey Perry. And he walks around the back. Then fires it on. You know, Ilya Samsonov cannot corral the rebound. It drops right down. Nobody's tying up the guy in front. And he whacks it in. And just like that, the Leafs are down 1-0 within the first, 2 minutes of the game. Not pretty early. And Belmar scores the first goal of the game. Where's the second one here? Let me see if I can find that. Yeah, so again, high shot from the slot, tipped, big rebound from Samsonov, tried to clear it away. I think it was Gio who tried to clear it away. And then a couple bounces later, and what happens again? Another rebound gets knocked in. Hagel makes initial shot. I don't know if it was blocked by McCabe or Samsonov got it, but either way, it's banged in by, it wasn't Corey Perry, was it? No, Anthony Cirelli, excuse me. And it is 2-0 Lightning. And it is an awful start to the period. Right? Now, let's start getting into these penalties. The first one I got here was Jake McCabe's high stick. Pretty obvious. You know, fans aren't going to like it. Leafs fans are going to say, well, Leafs versus refs, all that stuff. It's clearly a high stick on Jake McCabe, and that is what it is. Now, nothing happens there. No power play goals occur, so we keep moving. Let's see if I can find the other penalty kill here. There's a TJ Brody for holding. I thought that, again, it's because it was a Stamkos lost his balance. It's a weak holding call, but with Stamkos kind of losing his balance, with Brody, he did have his arms wrapped briefly, but it got called, and that's where the Leafs go down 2-0 in power plays. I believe they do score on that, and Kucherov scores with less than 3 seconds to go in the period, and you're down 3-0 after one period. An absolutely awful start. Ryan O'Reilly, you can clearly see him on the bench trying to get the guys all fired up, right? And then the Leafs come out in the second period. Noel Acciari run over Ian Cole. We're feeling good. Leafs get a power play. It was Eric Chernak knocking Bunting over. You know Bunting's trying to get in there. A lot of people saying the diving part. Again, I'm watching it right here. Bunting did peel off kind of with Cernak. Did kind of go in to go, shoulder to shoulder a little bit. But Chernak did throw the shoulder. Did he embellish a bit? Possibly. But there was enough there to make the call. They do. And a nice little passing play from JT and Ryan O'Reilly as he's coming in the front of the net. Ryan O'Reilly was not on the power play for the Leafs at all during the regular season. And hey, it's a 3-1 hockey game now. Okay, we're in good stuff. Then Ilya Samsonov makes a huge save. I believe it was on the other power play. Just a really nice, save. Fans were chanting Sammy. We're feeling good. And the positive vibes are flowing here. And then Luke Schenn gets called for a cross-check. And this is where I start to question things. Ladies and gentlemen, and I'm watching the replay right as we speak. A cross-check. What is the symbol for a cross-check when they call out the penalty? It is this, right? 2 hands on the stick, boom, cross check into your back. If I'm looking at this replay correctly, and I will even zoom in on it if I have to, the right arm of Luke Shen is on the back of Ross Colton, and the other one is on his stick by his side. That ain't no cross-check. It's a battle in front that Ross Colton just drops to his knees. Kind of a painful one. Didn't like that at all. If you like the definition of a cross-check, and then Sheldon Keefe, looks up at this and he goes, woo, give him one of those because it's not a cross-check. I don't care what anybody says. It's just not. Now, Leafs getting hemmed in on that penalty kill. It's block shot after block shot. You're feeling good. Everyone's vibing. We're feeling great. Leafs get another power play. I can't remember this one. I can't remember how they got this power play. But Nylander holds, fires it through the screen. Great screen by JT. Vasilevsky has no idea where the puck is, and it's a 1-goal game. It is a 3-2 hockey game. We are feeling phenomenal here. The fans are buzzing. The players obviously are buzzing. They got a couple power play goals. That's been the Achilles heel for this team for so long. I hate to say it, and I don't want to blame it on the officials. But then they take matters into their own hands. Again, I will even show you this power play, this penalty on David Kampf. It's a little on Corey Perry's stick. Does he lose the puck? Yes. And then, right after he loses the puck, Achari picks it up. Then he gives Achari a hack on the hands. I'm sorry, which one of these? That little hack there, and then boom, there's another hack. You know why? Neither of those are penalties. Corey Perry's not a penalty. You know why? It happens 500 times a game. I will show you again. Wait till it goes back. Here comes Corey Perry. Boop, a little hack on the stick. Boop, hack on the hands. It happens 500 times a game. I'm not sure why that's happening. I'm not sure why that penalty gets called. So I'm frustrated. I'm like, the momentum is gone, but my mind's like, okay, maybe kill off a big penalty and the momentum stays? I don't know, right? I don't know. And then Braden Point, he beat TJ Brody to the front of the net, and Samsonov just trying to make the floppy save. I don't know. You can't blame him on that. TJ Brody goes for the hit, then gets lost, and they get their 2-goal lead back. It's 4-2. Fans die off a little bit. It's a little painful. And then, look, Jake McCabe's hit. All right, here's one I want to talk about. Jake McCabe's hit. I can't pronounce the dude's name. One of the new guys on the Lightning. The bench is up and losing their mind. If you really slow it down. I initially, right when I saw it, and even when I saw it in fairly slow motion, I thought, that's a hit to the head. That's a dangerous hit from Jake McCabe. But then when I really slow it down, and I pause it right at the impact, it's chest to chest. Sure, was part of his body to the guy's head. Yeah, of course it is. Because Buddy Jake McCabe's taller than him. He's bigger than him. So it's going to happen. It's unfortunate, the result, and the fact that it didn't seem like he was looking at Jake McCabe until the last second, or maybe he didn't even look at him at all. So that's just kind of where that happens. There was no penalty on the play, I don't believe. And now let's talk about bunting. And this is where I'm going to wrap it up with this. It baffles me how some Leaf fans on Twitter say that was not a stupid hit. It just baffles me. We went through that with Nazem Kadri, right? We know what he did when he left and blah, 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 Stanley Cup champion, all that stuff. But there's no reason that hit should have been made. There's a time and a place when you want to bump the guy to bump him away from the puck so you can get into the corner and get the puck. That's one thing. It's clearly interference because he goes down. It's obvious. But it's 100% a 5 and see you later. I thought, I thought honestly when I first saw it, I'm like, oh God, here comes another penalty for the Leafs. What's this, number 12 they're getting on power plays? And then I look at the replay, I'm like, oh, that's a high hit. And then when they're reviewing it to see if it's 5, I'm like, yeah, he's going to be gone. It's clearly a headshot. Now the NHL is going to be reviewing that. And he'll probably get suspended at very least for 1 game. And the reason it might only be 1 game, because it's the playoffs. That's why I say that. The question is now, well, do you want to risk that out there again? Because now they have a 5-minute power play now. They score one on it. Samsonov cannot hold his post. They jam it in. Not a good goal from Samsonov. I'm sorry. As much as I don't want to blame him for the entire game, the first 2 goals I didn't like because of the amount of rebounds he was just kicking to the center of the ice. And that goal, I really don't like. You know, and that was on the 5 minutes, so you know they still have a power play going. And Sheldon Keefe, at this point, he's like, they may have pushed the pad in the net. He's like, God, we gotta try and challenge. I'm guessing that's what he probably thought. Is like, we're already down 5-2. The game's gone down the tube. We need to just throw a Hail Mary thing out there. He does. Obviously didn't get pushed in. And I didn't see if the full puck go over the line, but then I saw the reviews later on, and I'm like, it's in the net. it's in the net. And it made it 5-2, and then, you know, they score with like 1 second left. That little foo-foo backhand 5-hole on Samsonov. I don't know. To make it 6-2. And then you go to the third period. Joseph Wall comes out there for the third. And then they score one to make it 7-2. Yarncroc scores to make it 7-3. But that's all she wrote. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to wrap it up like this. The Lightning clearly wanted this game more. It's very evident. But then when the Leafs got back into the game, and that weak slashing call that I really don't like, but hey, it is what it is. And even there they scored on it, you're only down 4-2. You still had 5 minutes to go in the second period, right? You still have 25 minutes to score 2 goals. It's very doable. But then the bunting headshot, the 5-minute major that would have gone right through the rest of the second period and started the third. I'm just like, this is a disaster. Then they score on it, and it's just like, oh my God. It's incredible. This team does not do this all year long. And I mean, it's the story of being a Leafs fan, right? It's nothing new. You know, the team plays 82 games. They play very well. They look great. They play fantastic. Hell, they had lost 1 regulation game in their last 10 games going into the postseason. Then they go into the game today, they flip a switch, and they're terrible. Samsonov won great. The defense won great. Let's be honest, the offense, if it wasn't on the power play, what chances did they have? Other than the Yarncroc goal when you're down 7-2. They didn't get much. The Lightning played a great game. Vasilevsky made the stops he needed to make. And they won game 1. They did their job. They split on the road. Even if the Leafs win the next game, game 2, on Thursday, Tampa did their job and won the game. I'll tell you this much, Leaf fans. Bunting will almost guarantee get suspended a game. Matthew Knies will be playing game 2. I would be shocked if he's not. Also, who do you start in goal for game 2? I know Samsonov been the guy all year long. I understand it. But when the lights have gotten bright, plus the dude's 1-7 in playoff games. When the lights have gotten real bright for Samsonov, he hadn't looked good. And I go back to that game against the Washington Capitals in Washington, where he said out to the media, which is a disaster waiting to happen, I was nervous. Facing his former team, the team that drafted him, the team that developed him, that gave him a shot. He was nervous. Game 1 against the Tampa Bay Lightning in an insanely important series for this franchise. And you go out there and you'll have 6 goals on 30-something shots or something like that. Maybe even less than that. And I'd say, I don't want to say all of the goals are 100% his fault, because on the first 2 goals, sure, the rebounds were there, but you want your D to be able to clear them out. But just firing them right back in the slot, and the first one where he just drops it right in front of him, and you could blame the defender for not tying the guy up, sure, you can blame somebody else, but either way, what did Vasilevsky do on a few things? Smother the puck. How many big rebounds did you see from Vasi in the middle of the ice? You didn't see it. I didn't like 3 of the goals at the very least from Samsonov. Actually, no, screw that. 4. The last goal of that second period, didn't like it. The nerves were probably there. What do you do? Do you put Samsonov back out there for game 2? I understand he's been the goalie all year long. But you go down 2-0 going back to Tampa, you're throwing yourself in a real hole. The Leafs need to win Game 2. So who's in goal? All right, so you know what, guys? That's going to do it for this very long video. Smack that like button if you guys enjoyed it. Hit the subscribe button if you guys not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video. Your thoughts on the game. What'd you like, what'd you not like from today's game for the Toronto Maple Leafs? No more victories in the playoffs. I'm not going to sit here and say, well, I liked this guy's game. I liked this guy's game. You lost 7-3. It's what it is. The Lightning played the better hockey game. They deserved the win. They got the win. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Twitter and Instagram links are down in the description, so follow up there if you guys not done so already. The Discord and TikTok links are down below, so follow up there if you guys not done so already. And I'll talk to you guys, Jays Nation. Thank God they won, so I can talk something positive tonight. And as for the Leafs, they're back in action with a Thursday against the Lightning again. Game 2 of the best of 7 series in round 1. We'll see what happens there. All right, so thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you're a Lightning fan, which probably a lot of you guys are, smack the like button. Do appreciate it. And if you're a Leaf fan, you didn't like the game, smack the like button anyways, please. Because we'll talk to you guys on Thursday.